Just wanted to share a very serious thing with you. Something which we take very easily, but over the years, as I've been doing work on my chakras, as I had my Kundalini awakening, one thing that I understood was it is not a joke. Opening up your chakras, opening up your system is a very sacred, very powerful thing. And if you're really trying to work to raise your Kundalini, if you're really trying to raise and open up your chakras, one of the basic criteria that you should follow in life is that you should maintain authenticity, purity, love, and compassion in your heart. And of course, humility. Because if you do not follow these, and if you're full of thoughts of anxiety, you're full of thoughts of worry, you're full of any kind of emotions which are not beneficial for you. It may be hatred, it may be jealousy, it may be envy, it may be anger, it may be any kind of emotions which are of the lower frequencies. And if you are doing these things, if you are talking about negative things, discussing other people, judging other people, you are being critical, you are being judgmental, you are being harsh, you are being crude, you are having a lot of hatred, a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy inside you. And then you sit and do these spiritual practices and you try to rise your Kundalini and you try to open up your chakra. What happens? Maybe if you do the spiritual practices really seriously and if you really do what you think will open up your chakras, it may open up your chakras. I'm not saying that it will not open up your chakra, it will open up your chakras. And as your chakras open up, your channel opens up. And as your channel opens up, what happens? You are totally connected to the spirit world. And just tell me if in those moments you are holding thoughts of anger, thoughts of jealousy, thoughts of hatred, thoughts of criticism, thoughts of revenge, if you are holding a lot of anxiety, a lot of negativity inside you, what happens? These same portals, the same channel of connection to the spiritual can become a connection to the dark forces. It can become a connection to the negative side of the spirit world, where beings who are not of the highest frequencies will be attracted to the negativity inside you and they will come flooding down. So, my dear ones, this was made with pain in my heart because I've seen many people who are trying to do a lot of spiritual practices without purity in their heart, without love in their heart, without joy in their heart. And it is something that I cannot accept because raising the Kundalini, opening up your chakras is not just another stepping stone, another milestone that you have to achieve. It is not a pointer on your success rate. It is a connection to the divine. It is a connection to the pure self inside you. It is a connection to the self realization, the realization that we are all part of the divine. And as such, it is no joke and which is not something which can be taken lightly. So, unless you hold purity in your heart, unless you hold love in your heart, unless you hold humility in your heart, unless you are full of compassion, unless you are non judgmental, it can really harm you if you're doing certain spiritual practices. So, understand, my dear ones, it is beautiful to connect to the divine. It is wonderful to raise yourself up, to open up your chakras, really experience the multidimensional part of you. But there is a big but, my dear ones. If you do not do with purity in your heart, purity in your intentions, it may become a boomerang to you and invite so much negativity into your soul, into your heart, and you will not even realize, because sometimes these forces will just take you over. So, this is just a word of caution that love yourself, honor yourself, honor your divinity. And when you honor your divinity, you will realize that you cannot hold anything which is not of love. So, wishing you all a beautiful journey towards enlightenment. Thank you. All the love, blessed blessings, blessings, blessings.